Our aqidah as believers, as Muslims, is that Allah is ar-Raqib over us. Allah Azza wa Jal is the one that is ever watchful over us. No matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter what we think and imagine, nothing escapes the notice and attention of Allah Azza wa Jal. His ilm, His knowledge, His qudra, His power, it encompasses everything. There is nothing a man has done in the past, present, or the future except Allah Azza wa Jal, He knows it. And nothing happens except by the will of Allah Azza wa Jal. How the ulama, they say that a leaf cannot move on the tree except when Allah Azza wa Jal permits it to move. Having this aqeedah and developing this aqeedah, it helps us that we're not trying to stay away from sins, and we're not trying to be on our best behavior and best akhlaq only when people are watching us. Rather, when we are all alone in solitude in our own homes or somewhere where we think that people cannot see us, they cannot observe us, then we can do whatever we want. That our virtue, that our being good is only when somebody is watching us. And when nobody is watching us in our mind, we are in the privacy of our own homes, we can commit all sorts of sins. We can do whatever we want. We can watch whatever we want. Our akhlaq can be however we want with our family. While we are great people outside, we meet everyone with a smile. We have never raised our voice to the people in the masjid or the people outside. Yet all of that is thrown out the window the moment we enter in our own domain, where we think that now we have influence and we have authority over this place and over these people. And when a person goes to the bedroom and he locks the door, and then he can do whatever he wants. You know, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a narration narrated by Sayyiduna Thawban radiyallahu ta'ala an, he said that one time we were sitting around Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he said these words to us. He says, لَأَعْلَمَنَّ أَقْوَامًا مِنْ أُمَّتِي يَأْتُونَ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ بِحَسَنَاتٍ مثال جبال تهامة بيضا فيجعلها الله عز وجل هباء منثورا. قال ثوبان رضي الله عنه: صفهم لنا جلهم لنا يا رسول الله ألا نكون نحن منهم ونحن لا نعلم. Thawban radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he says that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when they told us that I know certain people from my ummah that they shall appear on the day of judgment بحسنات مثال جبال تهامة بيضا, that their hasanat, their good deeds will be like the mountains of Tihama, and they were a very tall mountain near the Madinah al-Munawwara. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that their good deeds will be like the mountains of Tihama, and they shall appear in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal, fully proud over what they have done, what they have accomplished in this dunya. But فَيَجْعَلُهَا اللَّهُ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ هَبَاءً مَنْثُورًا, Allah would make all of their deeds like scattered dust, meaning they shall hold no weight in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal. And we know that everything, وَنَضَعُ الْمَوَازِينَ الْقِسْطَ لِيَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ, everything shall have a weight on the day of judgment, and they shall be weighed on the scale, on the mizan. But all of this person's deed, his entire life that he has spent worshipping Allah Azza wa Jal, it amounts to nothing. It has no weight on the day of judgment. So Thaban radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said, all of us got extremely scared, terrified. Sifhum lana, jallihim lana, Allah nakuna nahnu minhum dara. Ya Rasulullah, describe them to us in detail. Who are these people, so that we do not become like them unknowingly. Unknowingly, we don't become like them. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ama innahum ikhwanukum wa min jildatikum wa ya'khuduna min al-layl kama ta'khudun." That understand this, that they are from your own race, from your own people, and they pray at night the same way as you pray at night. They worship Allah Azza wa Jal the same way as you worship Allah. وَلَكِنَّهُمْ أَقْوَامٌ إِذَا خَلَوْا بِمَحَارِمِ اللَّهِ انْتَهَكُوهَا. But they are those people, when they are alone, they transgress all boundaries set by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When they are alone, when they are solitude, they commit all sorts of sins that they would not dare commit them out in the open out of fear of the people watching them. Yet when they go in the privacy of their own homes, the fear of Allah Azza wa Jal is not enough to stop them from committing these sins. The fear of the people is strong enough to stop them from falling into all sorts of those sins. But the fear of Allah is not enough for a person to stay his hand, to stay his mouth, to stay his tongue, to protect his gaze, to protect his ears. And these are the people, their amal shall hold no weight on the scales on the day of judgment. That did you fear Allah, but did you not fear the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? That a person had haya from the people, but a person had no haya from Allah Azza wa Jal. This is a sort of course, this is not real nifaq, but it resembles it. That in front of the people, a person is one way, yet when he goes, this is what our ulama used to say, that a person can never truly attain true iman unless his khalwa is like his jalwa. Khalwa means solitude, and jalwa means that when you are with the rest of the people. If how you appear with the rest of the people, you are not like that when you are at home, meaning that you do not stay away from all of those things that are considered disobedience, and you keep on transgressing when you are all alone, meaning that you truly did not fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you feared the people. You truly did not have iman in Allah Azza wa Jal, that Allah is ar-raqib, Allah is inna rabbaka labil mirsad, He is watchful over me. And because of that, a person, and by the way, and I will conclude with this, that this does not mean that, because of course we are human beings, when we are alone, sometimes a person commits a sin and then he makes a tawbah, which is fine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives a person, He elevates the rank of a person. But this is, Prophet was talking about a person who makes plans, that he knows that the moment I will go home, I will do this, I will do that, and then I will do that. He already made plans that I will first watch that, then I will do this, and then this is how I shall be. So he's making plan of sins as he is in the masjid. This is the type of person Prophet ﷺ is talking about. Not that you go home and your nafs and shaitan overcame us and then a person ended up committing the sin. He didn't want to, he didn't plan to do it, but then he made tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That person is very good. Allah shall elevate his rank. He had fear of Allah. But on the other hand, a person who appeared to be a great sheikh, a person who appeared to be a pious man, the God-fearing man, yet he's making plan in the masjid as he's in the car, all these 5 things I'm going to go the moment I reach home. That 5 things he would never do outside because they are not allowed in Islam. Allah and Prophet ﷺ had made it forbidden, but because the person lacks iman, lacked the taqwa, the fear in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he ends up committing all of this. So let us make our khalwa, our solitude, the same way as we are in front of the other people. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us the faith to understand this. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah rabbil alamin.